right. Well, we want to continue with the raise the vibration, how to raise your vibration sequences. We thought that was really a good question last week. I think it was Into the Woods that asked it. We have a couple more things. Each week we're going to give a couple more. To raise your vibration, you got to keep your head clear from all the chitter-chatter. Now, a lot of times that's interpreted to be that there's a lot of people talking and a lot of energy moving about externally from you. And that chitter-chatter can get so loud in your head that it blocks out all sense of reason. What we're talking about is the chitter-chatter in your head that comes from you. Now, a lot of times it's an ego-based perspective where the ego is talking and causing you to be off kilter. And it gets so noisy and loud that you can't really make good choices. The inner voice needs to come from spirit. The inner voice should not come from your ego. And discerning the difference between the two is a huge thing for all of you to accomplish. Because all of you have that little voice in your head. Some of the times it's a negative voice and sometimes it's a positive voice, but it's there. Be sure that your connection with your soul is strong enough that when that little voice talks, it's coming from there. All of you are in a very noisy environment, and it's easy for the noise to become the ego and be screaming in your ear things that aren't accurate or right. So it's a cut down on the chitter-chatter, but it's not physical external, it's internal. And align yourself with your soul, not with your ego. And sometimes it's not easy to know the difference. A good method is to prepare yourself every day to listen to the soul rather than the ego. Another thing is identifying patterns. You can raise your vibration by understanding that all of you get caught up in things and you start to maybe circle around creating a pattern of behavior that you're doing unconsciously over and over and over and over and over. If it comes to your awareness that a pattern you're participating in is not being all that positive for you, it's important to get into that pattern, but turn left instead of turning right. Go up instead of going down. Change direction in how your energy is flowing through you can be really helpful with changing patterns. And sometimes patterns are very unconscious and you participate in them because it's just something you've done before, so you just got to move into it. Be very aware of your patterns. Take a really good, honest look at yourself and how you are participating. And if you recognize even the smallest pattern going on, take a look at it and say, is this pattern really necessary? And how outmoded is this pattern? Has this pattern been going on since I've been 4? Or is this something that just came up last week? Patterns are important to examine and contour to the most maximum benefit of your participation here at this time. So those two things should be added to the list of how to raise your vibration. So there you have it.